Yes, guys, welcome back to Kosi's Arsenal podcast. My name is Kosi. Italy have finally done it. I said it in the preview. They will do it. They are the people's champions. I felt like they were the favorites. They were obviously, the favorites to win it, and they've done it in penalties. They've broken the record. No one had actually won it in the penalties twice. No one has actually won penalty shootouts twice in a European championship. They've done it. Italy are champions of Euro 2020, and congratulations for me. I've got to say congratulations to Italy. Congratulations to that Italian side. They've been so good in this tournament. If I mean, it's been coming home. The English wanted it 55 years without playing the final, and then you play final ever since 1966. You've got to want to win it. You always want to win it, but finally, I think the well deserved England and the well deserved Italy. Italy finally won it. What is your reaction, guys? What do you think about it? Do smash the like on the video. I think it is sins, absolute sins. So sorry for my boy Bukayo Saka, because this is Consistency podcast. So I mean, there's so many people who are gonna put a lot of stick on Saka, Sancho, and Southgate, but we've got not to forget this English team has been so surprising until where they are. Until the final, they've been so surprising. They've actually surprised us to an extent that we felt like they will win it. It will come home. And finally, it doesn't come home because of the brilliance of Italy. I'm going to talk about the 90 minutes. I'm going to talk about the 120 minutes because first and foremost, it was purely game management from Gareth Southgate, and I think it was not so wrong right from the start of the tournament. That is what England have done. Game management. They've been so good at that. They've never opened up themselves. He played with five defenders today. Five defenders. Kane Trippier starting at right wing back. And then you also had Harry Maguire. You had Kyle Walker starting as well. You also had John Stones in the back three. Then you had Luke Shaw and Trippier as wing backs. It was massive, in my opinion, really, really massive. But Italy was so good. I think both nations, no one came out so open. I mean, the goal Italy conceded was, I think England got them off guard at the beginning of the game. You're not yet ready. You don't expect to concede, and Luke Shaw gets onto the score sheet. A goal that should have changed the game, but England actually don't change their game plan, and Italy are so calm when they concede. Look at them when they concede; they're so calm. Nothing changes. They keep possessing that ball. First half, they were the giants of possession. In the second half, they were the giants of possession, and even in 30 minutes, they were the giants of possession. I mean, Southgate, in my opinion, when you get that goal, I think you change strategy. I mean, he should have probably changed strategy. Try to go at Italy, because Italy needed to get themselves together and probably find that rhythm back. But before they find the rhythm back, England played so easy for them. You have a goal, you have an advantage, but you're sitting back. You're actually inviting pressure from Italy. And finally, in the second half, Bonucci gets it. And that is what you get when you have a lead, but you're inviting pressure. And for me, I think England did invite pressure on. And I don't want to say it was wrong. I think their game, their game strategy was good. The better side on paper is England. The better side in the tournament for me is Italy. They've been absolutely disgusting. A joy to watch in this tournament. And many pundits have said it, and many people have said it. They are the people's champions. England, because you have the likes of Sancho, the likes of Rashford, the likes of Saka. Personally, I did want Saka to score that penalty. I felt like my boy should score that, and I'm gonna blame whoever selected him to take the penalty. I'm gonna really blame him, because the moment Saka comes on in the second half, he absolutely gets a bad game, a really bad game. He's short of confidence. I think Calvin Phillips. Why don't you give him a penalty? Why isn't probably why don't you leave on Jadon Henderson? Why doesn't he take a penalty? Why isn't Jack Grealish taking a penalty in that in that situation? Why do you give it to Saka? I mean, I'm not really saying Saka is bad at penalties, but I think he's short of confidence. He's low on confidence because he has absolutely had a bad game. Italy have locked him out, and I'm gonna give a lot of credit to that Italy side, a lot of credit to their manager. What I've never seen a team in the final so calm, very calm. Italy, absolutely disgusting. I mean, it's like provoking someone who never answers, and that was Italy. They concede. They are so calm. They know, and the moment I think the moment they concede, they get it. This is what England want to do. They want to get us on the counter. They want to run at us because we have Bonucci and Cellini, and we also have Di Lorenzo, who actually had a very, very bad game for me. Look, they get the strategy and they get it right. After that, they do not they absolutely don't turn back. Italy get it right. I think Italy got it right. England got it wrong. Absolutely wrong. You have a goal in the first half, probably in the second half. Come and try and bring that football to Italy. Bring on the likes of Grealish, bring on the likes of Jadon Sancho, make it make sense, balance it. The game was so unbalanced. Italy were all over England, and probably until the 80th minute, until maybe the 60th minute, England felt like, wow, we have 1-0. We can make it. We can take it. We can win it with a 1-0. Until Italy equalize, and then it is game management. England is all about game management, and then Italy is all about game management. And in my opinion, if you think about what Gareth Southgate has done in this tournament, absolute genius. There is no way, whatsoever, you're coming out and blaming Southgate. Whoa, you did a very bad job, Southgate. I don't think absolute genius. Wherever they passed, whatever kind of result they've got, it's been absolutely on the shoulders of Gareth Southgate. Italy on the other side, for me, apart from that Spain game, because they should be out, and in my opinion, if Spain are in this final, England win it. Trust me, if Spain are in the final, England win it. Because I think what you have is players like Luke Shaw, players like Kyle Walker, players like Kieran Trippier, players like Harry Kane, the energy and the speed, and Spain doesn't really sit with that. They're gonna press you and pass you and freeze you, but they don't want to go at them. Probably England could have the better chance if Spain had gone through. But the moment they're playing Italy. Italy is so good at game management. And this is an absolute genius still from Italy. Because in the first games we saw them in the tournament, they were dominant. You felt like they could dominate any team. Any team. Even against Belgium, they dominated that game. And it's like, what the hell is going on? If you remember the first half, the 2 goals they got, they absolutely dominated Belgium. Absolutely. In the second half, what they did is game management. And that's what they've done throughout this game. Game management. Pick up yellow cards. If you look at the number of yellow cards they picked up, Jorginho has 1, Cellini has 1, Bonucci has 1 as well. I think Loka has 1 as well. I think Loka gets 1 as well. And if you look at the yellow cards they picked up, and in the areas where they picked them up, how many times has England got those free kicks in areas where you can freak out? Not so many. So absolute genius from Italy. Absolute genius. They did what you call game management, and England slowly lost their rhythm. And the moment you lose your rhythm, you're losing your focus. And where that set piece comes in, Harry Maguire, where are you, Harry? I think you should be defending that. Where is John Stones? I think you should be defending that. But the moment that freaking comes in, and they were so lucky that Federico Chiesa actually limps off the pitch because of his injury. They're so lucky. Because if it's not for Chiesa limping off the pitch, it would have been so different. It would have been very, very different. So for me, congratulations, Italy. I think absolutely genius. Absolutely genius. The people's champion. They deserve it. I mean, stop saying England deserve it because they have a young generation that is, that has got a lot of talent. They didn't deserve it. If there is a team that deserved a win on between the two, it is Italy. And if there is a team still that deserved a win based on previous performances in the tournament, it is still Italy. In my opinion, Italy are the people's champion. Congratulations, Italy. I'm really happy because of Saka, and I would love to speak about Saka for just a minute, guys. Let's not take it on Saka. Yes, he misses that penalty that is so crucial, and I don't want to blame anyone who picked him because I think, as a player, I mean, he's had a transition. He's through a transition, and he's absolutely so good. But missing a penalty for me doesn't mean anything. Penalties, they go in and they say Jorginho missed one. Jorginho missed one. You've got to be very, very, sorrowful for Jordan Pickford because Pickford does brilliantly well. Serves two penalties. I didn't expect that. Belotti, the one from Belotti, maybe the one from Belotti, maybe, but the one from Jorginho, nobody expected that. Actually, no one. So I think he did a very, very great job, Jordan Pickford, by finally, guys, Italy have it. What are your thoughts on this game, people? What are your thoughts? What do you think about it? My opinion, Italy, are the people's champion. Italy finally got what they deserved. They finally got what they deserved. Smarter like pattern. It is Costis Aston podcast. 200 people watching. Do smarter like pattern, people. And I think, it's gonna be so hurting for England that you lose it at Wembley. It's gonna be so. That is what is so hurting. I've been looking at some of the stats, and I've been looking at some of the stats, and one of the things you're thinking about is that Bonucci actually played the first game with Italy under 20. Is it under 21? At the opening of that stadium. You've got to think about it as well. You've got to think about it. But that is so hurting. That is so hurting that they lose it at home. They lose it at Wembley after playing so many games at Wembley. They lose it. They lose it. Obviously, Italy getting into the records. They have won 2 consecutive penalty shootouts in a European Championship. It had never happened. It has never happened. If you ask me, was it England's time? Well, I might say yes, but it's not time to say it's over. This is a golden generation for England. All the players are so young. Calvin Phillips, what a tournament! What a tournament from Calvin Phillips. This guy has been absolutely a joy to watch, playable and unbelievable. You have Declan Rice, who is also very young as well. I think he deserves more credit than he's getting because of Calvin Phillips. But I think Declan Rice, Calvin Phillips, that is the pivot. You've got to you've always got to check out if you're England manager. Very young as well. Watch them out, in the World Cup. You have the likes of Jadon Sancho. You have the likes of Bukayo Saka. You have the likes of Marcus Rashford. All those are very young players. You have the likes of Harry Kane, who still has a lot to prove. Especially probably in the coming World Cup. You have the likes of Jordan Pickford. All those are very, very young players. You have the likes of Ben White. You have the likes of Harry Maguire. This generation still has time to prove. The likes of Jack Grealish. They still have a lot of time. We've not seen the likes of James Maddison. We've not seen the likes of Greenwood. We've not seen the likes of Jude Bellingham. So if you're an English fan out there and you're saying it is over, we will never win it, we are disappointed. I understand you're disappointed. I understand you wanted to win it. I understand this is when you felt it is finally coming home. But don't get disgusted. Don't get disinterested. It is just, for me, it's just the beginning. And that's why you've got to give Gareth Southgate a lot of credit, because most of these players are actually so young, very young, but he organizes them into a unit that actually plays together, wins together, and loses together. That is it. So for me, it's either the World Cup, because after this is 2020, so 2024 we are having another championship. We're having another championship in 2024. We have the World Cup, World Cup coming up. There is still chance. Just don't get disinterested. Don't go out on the players on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and start insulting them and start abusing them. How could you miss a penalty? You a prat. You a jack. I think it won't work. That is not the way. Most of these players actually, Rashford is 22, 23, I think. Rashford is 22, 23, right? Um, then you have Saka, who is a teenager. You have Jadon Sancho, who is 21. All of them have missed penalties. And I know there's going to be a lot of stick on social media. Please don't. Don't. So, absolute genius from Italy. So good from England. What I loved about England in this game is they managed to keep out Italy at all costs, especially when Federico Chiesa and Lorenzo, actually they absolutely silenced Lorenzo Insigne to the point when he gets off the pitch, you don't notice. You actually don't notice. He was so. I mean, he got the ball a couple of times because they were in possession, but he didn't do anything on that pitch. It was only for Federico Chiesa there was a big problem, and I think Italy as well missed Leandro Spinazzola as well. But Chiesa is the only person that actually was becoming a problem. The only person. The moment he gets that knock, the moment he gets on pitch, it becomes a little bit calm. It becomes so strong. Italy won it from Spinazzola. Italy won it for Federico Chiesa. Who's your player of the tournament? Who's your player of the tournament? I might go with Raheem Sterling as well. I might go with Raheem Sterling, but I might go with Jorginho as well. He misses that penalty, and it feels like he's done everything. He's washed the white clothes and just spread them in the dust. And everybody's like, how can you do this at this point in time? But finally, Gigi Donnarumma gets there. Look, for me, Pickford is the best goalkeeper. Is the best goalkeeper in this in this tournament. He gets his clean sheets. Of course, you have Jan Sommer, who was who had a very great tournament as well. You have you have the likes of Gigi Donnarumma. I mean, if you think about Gigi Donnarumma, he did serve a couple of penalties against Spain. I think around 2, because Daniel Olmo puts it up, and then Donnarumma serves 2, I think. Then against England, he serves actually 3 penalties. So, I mean, you've got to give him the credit, but I'll go with Pickford because the number of clean sheets, how he was so composed, and many people actually didn't rate him. If you put him on the podium with Gigi Donnarumma and Jan Sommer, probably 90% of the people will pick either Jan or Gigi. But Pickford, what a tournament. Don't get disinterested, guys. If you're English and you feel it is bad and you feel it is so bad because it has not come home, so sorry. So sorry, guys. So sorry. Right, guys. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It's been really interesting to talk to you guys. It finally went to Italy. Yeah, it finally went to Italy. Finally went to Italy. I mean, I'm seeing people saying the coach is too bad. I don't think at this point in time you're saying Gary Southgate is bad. He's not bad. He's absolutely a genius. He's an absolute genius in this game, right? I would love people to call in instead of reading your comments. So if you want to react to this game, follow the link in the comment section. I put it right there. Follow the link in the comment section, right? Follow that link and call in and tell me who is your player of the tournament and what do you think about this game in general. 55 years went about and England finally found themselves in a European Championship title final, but they don't actually capitalize. It's so painful. Very painful, isn't it? Really painful. If you want to call in, Link is in the comment section. What do you think about this game, Caspar? There is already so much racist comments on Instagram, so disgusting. I mean, look, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Don't go at them, guys. Don't go. You must be football fans, and the reality about football. It hides. That's the beauty of the game. Yeah. I just do not like some of the actions of the Italians. According to look, yeah, you might say that, but it's a joke. It's a really, really bad joke. It's a dream that England won't be able to escape. Really, so bad. There were so many fouls from the Italy, but the ref did not but the ref was so unfair, according to Sofia. I mean, look, I don't know. I think the official, for me, in my opinion, I think the officiation is okay. Yeah, I think the officiation is okay. I don't know what you think. Okay. How are you doing? Hello. Yeah. Yes. Are you there? Just I think it isn't in it. So guys, I mean, I feel a little bit. I feel a little bit so sad. I feel a little bit sad because of Saka. I mean, there's no way I'm giving him that penalty, and there is no way I want him to miss it. Honestly, the ref was just letting them off, just giving them only yellow card. Look, I mean, the Jorginho incident on Jack Grealish is debatable. It's a little bit debatable. Jack Grealish is actually down, and Jorginho is actually stepping on him, literally stepping on him with a lot of energy. I mean, it's debatable. On another occasion, you know, wow, on another occasion, that's a red card. Yeah, it's a red card on another occasion. But I think Italy go with it. But I don't think the match officiation directly has any reason as why England played negative football. Yeah, I don't think there is any reason as to why England don't win it because of match officiation. There are no penalty appeals that you feel should go in. There are no free kick appeals near the penalty area that you think should go in. That Jorginho incident, maybe the referee was just trying to find balance in the final. Maybe. Yeah, Sophia says, and Saka at the end, I really felt bad. I really felt bad as well. I really felt bad. But look, it was an awful penalty. It was awful. Gigi Donnarumma, I mean, didn't they do homework? That is, I mean, where Sancho goes, where Saka goes, that is that is where Gigi Donnarumma serves against. That is where he serves penalties against Spain in the last round. That is where he does that. I feel sorry for our Saka. His confidence might swindle, a little bit. But I had no mercy since Sterling incident in the Denmark game. Big up in the chat. Look, I was objective. I support Spain. So whether England won it, it would work for me. I mean, the Italians would be paid off. If Italy won it, I think they deserved it. They were the people's champion. They played absolutely so good football. So I'm not really on anybody's side. I'm not really coming and saying, "Wow, this is impossible. How did it happen?" Big up my man, Bambi Charity Media. Big up my man in the chat. So I think at the end of the day, it's so painful. Absolutely painful. Absolutely painful. But Italy do it for their fans. I think for me, it's about Leandro Spinazzola. It's about Leandro Spinazzola. And that's it. We'll speak tomorrow in the morning. I've got to take some rest. We'll speak tomorrow in the morning with all the Arsenal now, with all the Arsenal news, obviously. It's painful for England. They spray for players like Saka. And guys, keep it respectful. Keep it respectful and try to absorb the pain slowly. Speak to you tomorrow in the morning.